And good morning, everyone, and welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors for the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 platforms, and just in general becoming a better trader. And then I share what I find here. And then if you're paying attention, then you can become a better trader too. So that's what we're doing today is we're kind of getting back to the swing of things. Had some technical difficulties yesterday, so you didn't miss anything on yesterday's video. Not a whole lot going on in yesterday's trading either. I think it's just kind of trying to find a new equilibrium since Japan's intervention. We'll see if that holds or see if that continues as time goes on. But in the meantime, we do have some risks to talk about because Forex trading you can lose money trading Forex, and we don't want that. So here are the risks, and you need to know about them. They go like this. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past. Now, Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that, let's go ahead and get into some things. I guess first thing we'll talk about. Where am I? There I am. There I am. How about that? I guess first thing we'll talk about is me. We'll talk about me some more. Here's some of the items that I have put out for the marketplace, the MQL5 marketplace, and this is for MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. We have I wonder if that's the lowest rating possible. That's why it's red. At any rate, we have a rating of really bad on that one. Should probably work on that. The Bollinger Band and RSI mean reversion Pro for MT5 and the Bollinger Band and RSI mean reversion Pro for MT4. I've downgraded them all to free just to see if I could boost the downloads and boost the interest in this type of trading. But right now, it's not really doing too well. Because right now the markets aren't necessarily participating in a mean reversion type of trading. We're not in a long-term range, and that's when that really works better. It's when the currencies are just bouncing back and forth between a 50, 60 pip or between 100 pip range, something like that. Close this out way over there, and right now, this is not how the markets are trading. So everything is just kind of on hold right now, waiting to see what's going to happen with the new world order of things, as world orders are always changing. What it's going to look like this week. Then we also have the FIBO trend continuation zones. And this will show you different. This mainly focuses on the likelihood of a 50%, 61.8% pullback, and then puts it on the chart for you so you can kind of gauge where the next move is going to be. So it's not, I would not call it a signal at all. I cannot make signals in the United States because it indicates that you're selling a trade, and that is illegal in the United States unless you are a licensed professional. And I used to be, but I'm not now. So let's close that one out. And as you can see, don't need that one either, I don't think. Nope. I have been working on some more stuff. So we've got some more that are doing more with machine learning. I need to figure out what's going on with that one. That one's not really doing too much. Well, let's look at my demo account and see what's going on there. Not a whole lot of anything. Trade. That trade never went off. Okay, so did I lose money on that? Well, it is I did. I lost $324. Yay. That's my demo account. As I mentioned, I did not lose $324. That would be bad. I instead, I don't know what happened. I stopped out at something, but on the PAL versus the yen. So with that, let's go ahead and get into trading Forex for profit. This is my website. This is what I do when I'm not trading. So I build this out, and I've got more stuff coming today because It's a work on the website day. So I'll be working on the website and doing some other stuff. So we'll go ahead and log into my dashboard since I can do that, and because I already have signed up. Feel free to sign up. So you can sign up for free and get started for free, as the website just said. You can also come in here and list your account here. Now, nothing happens until you list your account. So you got to list an account first, even if it's a demo account. Feel free to load it in there. No one else can see your activity. There's no leaderboard. No one's going to laugh at you. There's not a whole lot of social weirdness going on here. Social media weirdness, we'll call it that. And then you can use the pip calculator, calculate your pips. And this is this information is all old, but it's just in there for the likelihood, because chances are it's not they're meant to attract the big traders, but the ones that are just getting started or don't have a whole lot of money to go forward with it and are just getting started. But here you can calculate your risk, 5%. I don't know why that's there. Probably don't want to start off with a 2% or the 5% risk, but more like a 2% risk on a $760 account. And Forex.com has a 13 pip for per one lot value. Pip value is $13 on that. So that gives us that for the 25% pip stop loss, or and we'll go with the 1% and a 50% stop loss. Would be even better. That would get you to there. You can probably do it too. $75. Not sure that's working. Let's change the account and see what happens. I have to check that. That may not, need to check and see if that's working well. Let's go ahead and take this to off, because I also have some other things in here too. Advisory mode off. There we go. Now it's going. It was stopping the trade out because I had a soft risk on there, which limits the risk to 50%. Normal risk would be 15 and 14, 15, 19 on that, but with the one lot, it would keep it at, it would suggest a trade of that. I'm sure that may be a little bit too much more than we want on that for a risk calculator. But at any rate, it does have an advisory mode that comes with it. Journal goes in here. You can start with your planned trade, we are all always planning our trades. We're not just throwing money at the markets. How we see a move. Even though some people do that, and that's not really the way that you become a successful trader, so you lose money. And then here is, you can also set up as a missed trade, as I miss trades all the time because I do not get a jump in when the mood grabs me or whatever, or I see a reason not to take a trade. Then that would be that. Then we also have market pulse, economic calendar. We'll look at those in just a second. And building down here, yes, you can start for free to begin the workflow and see how it works for you. Then you can move up to Pro if you get a couple more accounts or want to see some of the different features that come with the Pro version, or just jump into the premium version. We've got some more advice coming in there. Not advice, but premium articles and advanced analytics and stuff like that. So with that, let's go ahead and get into what we're going to look at today. Let's go to the public site right here. This is what everybody sees. Let's go to the market pulse, see what's going on in the markets today. It is risk on with a 28. So we're looking at a moderate risk on today. Not a whole lot going on today. Tomorrow it's going to be quiet because NFPs are coming out tomorrow, and not a whole lot of news coming out today. So we're looking at that. We've got the Swissy on the bottom. Japanese yen is right there, which is weak but rising. And then that's higher than the Great British Pound in theory. And then the dollar right there. If this were 100% the case 100% of the time, you could 100% make a lot of money doing this, but it's not. It changes. It changes on the drop of a hat, and this updates every 15 minutes, I think. So it's not, would not sit here and stare at the market pulse and decide what your trades are all day, but you get a general feel for what the markets are doing today. That's really what that's for. And for the calendar today, let's see what we got going on. We have S&P Global Construction PMI. coming out for the Eurozone. That at 7:30. Okay, that's not come out yet. Unemployment claims, the nothing burger called the unemployment claims for the United States, forecasting 203% unemployment claims. That's got to be that's wrong. We'll fix that in just a minute. And then we have continuing jobless claims, 1,790. That number's wrong. I need to get these formatted. That's got to be millions or thousands or something like that. Jobless claims 4-week average, 198. Only 198. And then tomorrow we have consumer confidence for the Swissies, the Swiss markets, average hourly earnings for the month to month, the employment rate in the United States, forecast 7.9%. That is totally wrong. I need to check these sources because this is ridiculous. And employment rate in Canada, maybe. Oh, that may be Canadian. No, we can't. We're not going to. If we jump to 7.9% unemployment in 1 month, that's going to be catastrophic. So we need to get a refresh on these. Oh well, we'll come into this a little bit later because right now those are all jacked up, as we say in the business. But at any rate, let's go ahead and jump into what we're going to be looking at today. Let's go back up here to the Bitcoin. And it is strictly range bound right now. Caught between 62-ish and 65-ish, 66-ish. Again, this would be a good mean reversion candidate. I only see one trade that would trigger right here, and it would not trigger because RSI is way down here. You'd have to go to a smaller time frame to see if you could do that. We're not going to do that because I don't care about Bitcoin. I don't like Bitcoin. I've never been a crypto guy. I don't like the fundamentals of it. It has broken away from its founding, if you ask me, and is no longer an answer to centralized banking, because ever since the CVOT made futures out of it, that's when it became part of the machine. So part of the financial machine. So I'm not even remotely interested in that. However, we do have the US 10-year bonds. And we have the 4.63, which is down. We do like that. Do like seeing that number come down. Would like to see it get under 4.5, but that doesn't look like it's happening right now. And the Japanese yen yield is also down to 2.7, which is good. Let's look at the carry trade real quick. These are the differences between these two. As you can see, the carry trade is not breaking down. However, there are things that take place behind it, like selling U.S. bonds to prop up the yen. That was the main thing that everybody thought was going to happen that really didn't. So we have a new normal, so to speak, developing in the yen pairs. We'll get to that in just a minute. So in the meantime, let's go to the euro versus the pound. Euro versus the pound is pretty much even. Kind of getting into a new range up here too, around 85.74. So that might be something to take a look at later if you're interested in that pair. DXY, everyone's interested in the DXY because it pretty much is how a lot of traders decide how they're going to trade the dollar pairs. 99.8 is the current DXY level, not really going anywhere right now. The euro versus the yen, it is, pardon me, the euro versus the pound. The dollar, the US dollar, is coming off a little bit. It kind of does the exact opposite of the DXY. DXY is perking up a little bit after it fell below 100. So it might be going higher on that a little bit later. Pound versus the dollar, right here. Again, doing about the same thing. Swissy, kind of trying to find some ground above about 81. It's always about 81 this time of day. Kind of weird. Dollar versus the yen. Can't see what's going on. It is at a major technical level at 157.85, which is also the 23.6% of this move right here. Which doesn't look like that's right. It might be. It is not. I've got a different chart on my a much different chart on my MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. accounts that are showing the current level for the, maybe it's the pound versus the yen I'm looking at. Let's see. Pound versus the yen. I don't know what happened to it. I don't think I saved it. FIBO. There's that FIBO. Let's go and take this one out. So it's just kind of strange. Just go back to my demo account for a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Not that one. That one has an EA running. That is showing a little bit of stuff going on. Need to get that into analytics and find out what's going on with that. We are starting to get some information on that, which is good. It is returning information. And then that one does not have an EA attached. Let's go to the 4-hour. Because if we go from here, and yes, I wrote a book on FIBOs, said you always go to the close, it is just shy of the 23.6 level. So, take that for what it's worth. All right, pound versus the yen. A lot of the same thing. Trying to hold on to 212.5. Does not like going below 212.5, as you can see, and definitely doesn't like going below 211. So it is starting to find a new equilibrium right there. Euro versus the dollar. Pardon me, euro versus the pound. Again, not really going anywhere. Just starting to kind of find a new footing at 182.15. Canadian 112.70. That one may be a candidate to go higher. And then here we have the Aussie versus the yen, and it's really starting to find a new equilibrium at 111.14. NYMEX crude oil 75.37. Just kind of hanging out, waiting to see what's going to happen next. Literally waiting to see what's going to happen next. Dollar versus the Canadian 140, starting to nestle in at 140. Aussie versus the dollar 70.739 might be a candidate to go higher on dollar weakness. Would not go higher on dollar strength. Let's look at precious metals now. 42.69 is the where gold is right now. It is having fun there. Platinum 1768 finally got above 1600 and broke out of that little rut. Let's see if that goes higher. Palladium perking up a little bit. Look at silver go. Silver took off. Has been kind of made a move yesterday from 59.86 into the 60s. So silver's perking back up again. Now we're starting to get back into a new normal where everyone's looking at the central bank balance sheets and going, oh, wow, look at that. And everyone's starting to go towards the safe havens of precious metals again. Not everyone, but major traders. IGV, software stocks, it says down, but all these are green. So HubSpot is up $1.32 yesterday, according to that, although that candle's red. Salesforce says up $2, but that candle's red. 192.88. Must have a settling after the close or something that is taken into account. Intuit up $4.34. Trying to get back above its new level. Software stocks are not necessarily a bad move right now. GoDaddy, wow, look at that. Start trying to fill that gap. Up to 91.77. Adobe 259.32. Nothing ever stays the same in stocks and trading. That's the one thing that I have learned. 9.59 for Upwork. Not my favorite, but you know, hey. Mag 7. Mag 7 ETF was off 0.78 yesterday, or 50 points. However, Google, look at that, down $15. Big slam on Google yesterday. Amazon, same thing, $4.77. Apple up $1.62. Big gap right, trying to fill that big gap right there though. Meta off 5.88. That may be due to a split or something. Microsoft really taken off lately. Off $5.35 yesterday. Nvidia up $7 yesterday. Tesla off 580, and SpaceX with one of its worst days ever, off 13% yesterday. So, well, that is about all I've got for today. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you have any comments for me, hit me up in the comment section, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. So you guys have a great one. Bye.